Hey, Chris and Brian here from Resolve Technology. And today, Chris is going to talk about a malware that's been hitting the macOS computers and what to look for when you need to update your browser and what not to do when you're updating your browser. Okay, Chris, take it away.
Yeah, sure. So it was reported sometime in November here. You see on the screen, you see this Safari page where it's telling them to download Safari in the browser there on the web page, and it's pretty much a fake Apple site from the looks of it. Essentially, what this does is if you click download there, it would download a macOS file, a DMG file that can contain malware, and it was trying to steal things like passwords, cookies, and credit card data stored in the browser, local files, any kind of cryptocurrency extension, and keychain password stored in your browser. The big thing here is, if you ever see a prompt to download browser updates on a website, you should ignore it. Generally speaking, like I'm on Edge, but it's pretty much the same Edge, Chrome, Chromium based browsers. You'll see in the top right, I get this green arrow and updates available. And you can also go to, about. If you go into your browser settings, go to about, it'll check for updates in there. You're not gonna, when you travel to a website, it's not gonna be like download update here, click here. That's generally either a fake site or some kind of a legit website that was compromised and that the hackers took over the site. Essentially, what this does is
That's a great bit of advice, Chris. The other thing is, usually your IT people will keep stuff up to date, whether it's through group policy or the most common way nowadays for both Mac and Windows is to use Microsoft 365 and use something called Intune. And Intune will push out these updates all the time to automatically update your browsers and other third-party applications and even your operating system. So that's the ideal way to do it and let your IT people care. The less that you do manually, the less likely you're going to run into this problem, right, Chris?
well, generally, but with this specific one, they block out the web page here, but this is just the fake website. So, when you're searching Google, I guess one way you might see this, say you're searching the Amazon site and you do a Google search for Amazon. Always check that you're going to the legit site because sometimes it might say ad or sponsored link, and that's sometimes a fake site, not the legitimate. Of course, you could use something like a firewall or some kind of ad blocking to prevent that popping up. Or if users do see it and they click it, it just kills the link and it doesn't proceed. But I'm willing to bet a lot of stuff like you see here. This is much more common in the older days where you clicked on a bad link and you see, warning, computer infected, defender found a virus. You're never going to see that on a browser page. Like, it's not legitimate. So,
Yeah. Yeah. So the main takeaway, like Chris said, is, do your updates through the browser. If you've got to update the browser, don't ignore stuff coming from a web page like this where
yes.
it wants you to update. Just ignore that. Okay, Chris. Hey, thanks
Yep.
a lot for that tip. Appreciate it. Have a good day.
You too.